Hey y'all, hey. Hey y'all. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Come on up in here. Oh. Come on up in here. Good evening. Welcome to Nori Unscripted. Yeah, because life is unscripted, baby. So come on up in here. Speak to me. Let me know you on here. How y'all doing? I need y'all to speak to me. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up. Y'all make sure y'all share this with everybody. Share this. Please share it. Just go ahead and share it now. Okay? Welcome to Nori Unscripted. I am your girl Nori. Yes, because life is unscripted. We can't jot everything down and make our plans play by play. It just doesn't work like that. Alright? So make sure you share it. Thank you. I'm looking cute this evening. I'm just relaxed. I'm just chilling. So, guys, y'all seen the title. Do you bring more to the table? Do you bring more to the table than do you just bring sex to the table? Is that what we bringing? And this is not just for women. This is for men too. And basically this is not for young girls or boys, basically. Because women and men particularly know what they bring to the table, right? And if we have some of them on here, we want them to say what they bring to the table. How about that? But is it sex that we bring to the table? Because what we've been in this particular culture, that's the thing that's hot right now. It's all about sex. It's only sex, okay? And I'm gonna pull this side up so I can see if there are any comments or whatever. But that's what's the thing is now. Is it's just all sex. It's all about sex, and that's it. And so what I'm wondering is, what else do we bring to the table other than sex? If you went to the doctor and the doctor said, male or female, either one of y'all can answer, okay? And the doctor said that you cannot use your vagina or your penis or your peen, okay, what they call it nowadays. If you cannot use those, then what would you do? I want you guys to give me some answers while I try to pull this up. Y'all give me some answers. What would you do if the doctor said that you couldn't use this? What would you do? And I don't want y'all on here quiet tonight. I sure don't. I'm going to turn this one down so it didn't. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? I want y'all to give me thumbs up. Y'all sure are quiet tonight. What's going on? Yes, yes, yes. So what's up, Bert? Avery, ain't nobody talking. Are you there? Hey, Jay, how you doing? So, did it stop? I don't understand. All right, guys. So that's it. Like, what do you bring to the table? Do you bring to the table other than sex? What do you bring to the table? If you went to the doctor and the doctor said that you could not use your male or your female part, then what would you bring to the table? And I want you guys to answer because I want this to be more like a discussion. In today's culture, that's what's going on. It's automatically said that if we are dating, then we're automatically having sex. And that's not necessarily true. You know, just because you're dating someone doesn't mean that you have to be sleeping with that person. You know, dating is collecting data. And if you're collecting data, we might hang out and kick it, and we might decide that we're not good for each other. Or we might hang out and kick it and say, well, we can be friends. I mean, I think that we're really good friends, you know. But if you went to the doctor and that's what the doctor told you, then what else would you bring to the table? What else would you bring to the table? I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and actually it's two different examples. So I was having a conversation with my sister, and my sister was telling me how this guy, hey David, my sister was telling me about this guy and this girl that we're dating, and the girl said, hey, when you come over here, she sent him a text or whatever, and was like, when you come over here, I would like for you to hang this paper towel rack. A paper towel rack, right? Well, I don't know what kind it was, but we're just going to assume that was the little plastic one, right, that you put the 2 screws in, right? So, I want you to hang this paper towel rack. And he was just like, well, I mean, why would you ask me to do that? And she was just like, I mean, I'm asking you to hang the paper towel rack. Like, I guess it threw her off. Like, why would I ask you to do it? Why wouldn't I ask you to do it? You know, are you not, you know, men are said to, you know, be able to put stuff together, fix stuff. And I'm not saying all men, just like all women are not able to do some things, right? But she asked him to hang a paper towel rack, and he got upset to the point to where he said, it disgusts me that you would even ask me to do something like that, and I'm not coming over. Well, now, isn't that amazing? So she and I had a really in-depth conversation, and she was just like, yeah, like that's how the culture is nowadays, you know. And it's not just for women. You know, you could say, dude, the only thing that you bring to the table is your vagina, right? That's not necessarily true. Because I was just talking to a friend just not too long ago, and he and I were having a conversation, and he was saying that how I was telling him how the guy riding in the car with the female, she's driving, it's her car, right? She's driving in the car, he's riding on the passenger side, got the seat laid all the way back. She pull up to the gas station, he don't get out and pump the gas, he don't give her any money for the gas or anything. So what is the purpose? You know, when you think about a man or a woman and you're trying to be in long-lasting relationships, conversation and communication and chemistry and things like that, all of that plays a part. You know, today, in today's culture, people don't want to work. Nobody wants to work anymore. Nobody wants to work for a relationship. Nobody wants to, I mean, that's why, think about it. I'm a trainer. Think about it. That's why surgeries are so prevalent. Nobody wants to do the work. We want quick, fast, microwave, drive-through, fast food type of results. And it's just that those results are not lasting. And so when you're in a relationship or you think about a relationship, you think of it in the same manner. You know, you have to put in work. There are going to be times where understanding is there, right? There are going to be times where understanding is not there. But in the Bible it says, in all of your getting, get an understanding. So sometimes you have to pump your brakes. You have to back up and say, wait a minute, let me find out what's wrong with him, or let me find out what's wrong with her. And I think in this culture, I think right now it's let me see how much I can get from her, let me see how much I can get from him, and it's all let me see how much I can get for free. I don't know where that type of mindset or thought process comes from. I mean, it's that greedy, grabby energy, and I understand that some people have been taken advantage of. I get it, but at the same time, if you are looking for something that the other person is not looking for, that's up to you to assess the situation and move on. Sometimes the issue that we have is we sit there too long. Sometimes we stay there too long, and that's a problem. So, guys, let me know if something is going on, with the connection. Avery, are you there? I may have to go out and come back in because it looks like people are blinking and this one is not even coming up. Companionship, intellectual conversation, effective communication, stability, peace. I don't know what's going on. It looks like you're on Instagram, and on Facebook it looks like it's stopped or whatever. I don't know. If you can go and check it out and let me know something, that would be great. You guys, everything is fine. Everything is fine on Instagram. Are you looking on Facebook as well? Let me see. Is it okay? Guys, I'm trying to figure out if something is going on or if something has happened, because it looks like it has stopped, but it is circling, so I'm not sure what's going on. All right, guys, I'm just gonna keep going until Avery let me know if something is going on over there. But in today, hey Avery, I see you over there. Okay, it's working. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, hey, is that TBD 1908? Hey, welcome. So guys, in this particular culture, Avery was just saying that companionship and stuff like that. But listen, that was a conversation that I was having with him, and I was like, well, nowadays that's not something that happens. Back in the day, if the relationship was to kind of go down the drain, it would be because it wouldn't be because of their communication, right? Because that's the thing that they did. They laughed, they played, they joked, they created memories. So when things happen, like now, cancer is prevalent, right? So if a person were to get cancer and they say, well, you can't have sex anymore, or right now, or whatever, whether it be male or female, because prostate cancer is prevalent, and you know what I'm saying? And so if they were told that they couldn't have sex anymore, then they had all these memories, and they would be able to sit on the porch or whatever, like my aunt called it, the garret, sit on the garret, right? And they would sit there and they would talk and they would chat and they would laugh and they would play and, you know, and think about and reminisce about the good times that they had. It wouldn't always be about sex. If the other partner, say the female had cancer, the male would sit there because their vows said for better or worse, right? For in sickness and in health, right? They would sit there and they would battle through it and they would work through it or whatever. And I'm not saying all. Everything is not all encompassing, right? Because no 100% of the people are like the other, all right? But if your foundation, if you lay your foundation in such a way that you guys are in agreement with having this type of relationship, right? Then you can have those long-lasting relationships. But again, back in this culture, this microwave society, this popcorn relationship, I'm with you now and I'm with this one tomorrow. I mean, it's all about sex. And think about this. I'm going to be honest with you. And like I said, I talk to male people, okay? Men, grown men, we have conversation. I talk to women too. But when I'm talking about stuff like this, I generally like to get a male's perspective. Typically, okay? And I asked, I was like, well, I mean, men are women the same? And I was talking to a couple of my guy friends and they were like, yes, women are the same. I mean, from a trainer's perspective, right? The pelvic floor might be a little bit wider if you get a thicker woman or whatever. If you get a smaller woman, it may be open a little bit more, right? If other than that, the sizing of the hole, because the size of you, they were like, yeah, it's the same. Until a man has feelings for you as a woman, it's the same. It is the same. Nothing changes. Hey, Kim, what's up? I can see you and hear you fine. Okay, it's working. Thanks, Avery. Hey, Pumpkin. So it's the same. Until a man has feelings for you, it's the same. It's sex. I mean, again, I've told you guys several times before. I've told you many times before that men have to release. That's their nature, right? So that's what a man is. That's something that they are, right? They have to release. All men are that way. All men are. God made them that way, okay? But with a woman, if he's with a woman until he has feelings for her, it's nothing different. The man can hit a hole in the wall. And I'm being honest. Look, I was raised with nothing but boys for a long time, okay? And so I'm telling you. But if they have feelings for you, things change. I had a conversation with my cousin the other day. And he was telling his son, like, don't be scared of this girl and this and that. I said, I don't think that he's afraid of her. I think that he just has like that little admiration for her. I think that she makes him like nervous, give him those butterflies, right? Because that's what the little puppy love was back in the day. He's 11, okay? But you can't tell him to act a certain way from your 30-plus-year-old experience, and you've, been hurt and gone through a divorce, and you done dealt with different women. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to raise him like that if you're trying to get him to have a stable life or a stable foundation, as if you're saying that you're trying to get him to have. So you need to teach him something different. And as a matter of fact, and this is what I was telling him, as a matter of fact, the reason why you are getting the things that you're getting is because that's what you're attracting into your experience. Because you're thinking that somebody is going to hurt you. You're thinking that this person is out to get you. You're thinking that this person is out to use you or whatever. Well, we all get used. Let's just be honest. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Okay? We all get used. Now, how far you allow that to go, how much you allow people to use you, like, that's on you. But all of us get used. And some of us get used, knowing we're getting used, and we'll still stay there because it's something about that relationship that benefits you. And that's okay. Ain't nobody talking about you. Ain't nobody calling you crazy. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. You do it because you want to. And again, this is your life. This is the life that you've been given. So you live it how you want to live it. Don't allow anybody to tell you what you should be doing with your life. If you want to be used, be used. If you want to be talked about, treated bad, dogged out, then do that. But if you feel in your heart of hearts that somebody is taking advantage of you and you don't feel right and it doesn't make you feel good when you're with them and it doesn't make you feel good when you're in their energy and all of that, then why stay and deal with someone like that? Life is too short, and I say life is too short because we wait too long to start living it. We want to graduate and get our degree and get in our career and stack up all of this money and this and that. And then when we 40, 45, 50, we're going to travel the world and this and that. And we're going to finally get married and this and that. Well, not for men. Men get married when they 87 years old and they on life support and in a wheelchair because they need somebody to take care of them. And I'm not trying to be ugly, but that's for real. Because the men do not want to commit these days. They do not. I had a guy tell me, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't want to tell nobody. I don't want to have to tell nobody what I'm doing. I don't want to have to answer to nobody. Well, why would you answer to your woman? Why would you answer to your partner? That's not the type of relationship that I desire to be in. So why would you answer to them? Communication is key. A lot of times, I don't have to know where you're going to know what you're doing. But if you tell me if something were to happen, at least I know where we can start looking. You know, half the time, and I ain't saying, I'm not talking about everybody. Half the time, though, you lie about where you're going anyhow. Nowadays, women do it too. And it's because that's where we've learned it from. We've learned it from the head. Tell me where to lie at. I'm just saying. We learned it from y'all. You can't get mad because we done finally caught on to the game. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to play, if your life is a game, then you go ahead and play the game. For me, I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't want to play games. I don't. That's me. Let me see. Because Avery was coming. What you say, Avery? Avery said, you have to have more than just a physical or financial interest in your partner for you to have longevity in your relationship. That's true. Excuse me, but at the same time, that's not what, in this particular culture, that's the only thing that people are looking for. Men are upset right now because men are known to be the protectors and providers, right? But they can't provide because they say, a woman makes more than me. So if you feel like that you can't be with this woman because she makes more than you, then she's out of your league. Why would you even hunt that? Why would you go and hunt that? Why would that be your prey? If you already feel like you don't amount up, if you already feel like that you don't average up to that person, why would you go after them? Hey, Chiquita, if you feel like this person makes more money than me, if y'all sitting down and y'all having a conversation and y'all got to the point to where you guys are talking about finances, right? And you feel like that she makes more money than you, and you're gonna feel a way because she makes more money than you, then why pursue it? Why keep going? Me personally, I have made more money than every guy that I've dated, okay? Except for my husband. And I made more money than him when we started dating. Okay? He got favor when he married me. Alright? So, I made more money than everybody that I've dated. I did not treat them any different. I did not belittle them. As a matter of fact, because I thought we were becoming partners, I thought that I was supposed to help him get to a certain spot. Unlike my husband, I helped him get to that spot. And then we started to create that life together, right? That's what I thought I was doing when I was in a relationship with these people, not just dating them. We had titles, we were actually committed, right? And I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing. But then what happened? They take, and then they see something else, and they go somewhere else so they can take. But that's how leeches do. But that's my bad. I can't get mad at them. That was my bad because I didn't discern that, right? Now, baby, I got the game going every which way. And just like narcissists have people to help them, the Lord sent people to help us, right? I have friends and everything that I can talk to. I have people that are just like particular men in the streets. And I ask questions and they tell me, it's like this, it's like that. Oh, no, you, that's your day. One guy was trying to talk to me and he would only talk to me on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And so I asked, like, wait a minute, this person only talks to me on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I get a text. Maybe a text on Monday morning. I might get a text on this day. Baby, my partner said, no, you in rotation. Those are your days. I said, what? Those are your days. You're in rotation. I was like, no, I'm not in rotation. I'm out. And that's exactly what I did. I pieced them out. Then about 4 months later, when I pieced him out, he didn't call. He didn't come back. He didn't research. He didn't, what's wrong? What happened? None of that. About 4 months later, he came back and was really interested. Talking every day, texting, calling, all of that or whatever. And finally, I just said, what happened? It didn't work. It didn't work because that's what my partner said. My partner said it didn't work. The girl that he was messing with or this particular girl that he was interested in, it didn't work. And so he was just like, I guess that I already knew or he thought I knew or whatever. He just started talking and he told me. Like, yeah, things didn't work out, this and this and this. Well, things ain't gonna work out over here either. Because I'm nobody's seconds. I'm not left out. I'm not an option. So you didn't choose me from the beginning, somebody. And I'm not being ugly, but I'm an amazing person. I'm dope. I got it going on. You're not going to play games with me like that. This is just a no for me. Okay? So my thing is, you're bringing more to the table than just sex. It's more, hey Jessica, you're bringing more to the table than just sex. You can't sit here and figure out how much energy I need to put in just to get the draws and I'm out. I don't even wear them. So let's be clear. You're going to have to put in some work. So Avery said, what did he say? Where'd it go? I don't know. What you say, Avery? We stay out of convenience or comfortability. Oh, okay. So men stay out of convenience or comfortability. And that is true. Some men and women, some of them just stay. Just like me, I said that if I had children when I went through my situation, I probably wouldn't be divorced right now. And that's not a good thing. However, we do make different decisions when we're trying to look out for our next generation. And we should. But that's just me. That's just me. Some people stay out of comfortability. Some people stay because it's just convenient for me to. Some people stay because you have made it comfortable for them. Some folks, you gotta kick them out. Like, you gotta go. I was talking to a lady last night. She was 70 years old. And she still date and stuff like that. She's been married like 3 times. She said she's getting married again and everything. It really just gave me hope, right? But she's so confident and she's so powerful. Like, what? Like, if you don't wanna be with me, somebody else will. But you're not gonna sit here and play no games with me. You know? And I thought that was just so amazing to have someone. You think that when a person is older that there is basically over for them. And it's not. It's not. She still was moving, and I ain't talking about she was old and walking around on the car. You wouldn't have thought that she was 70. I mean, Avery had sent me a video. I think that was Avery sent me a video of this 71-year-old bodybuilder. My favorite bodybuilder, her name is Marjorie. She is 80. I think the last time I checked, she was like 83 or 84. So it's not that, your time is up or anything. Hey, Big Smitty. It's not that your time is up or anything like that, but you have to bring more to the table than just sex. I was looking at this other, Avery said, not a side or a main, but the only lady you entertain. Absolutely. I like it. Not a side or a main, but the only woman you entertain. Yeah. I ain't no option. I mean, he just felt like he could do that. And guys do. And it's nothing, I'm not going to say it's anything wrong with that. But I just think that communication is important to be able to say that. To say that I'm going to go and do this or whatever. I'm going to see what's going on over here. Because when you ghost somebody, you make them think like, what is going on? What's wrong with me? Or whatever the case may be. Right? So no, communication is key. You need to be able to say that. But I was talking to a girlfriend, and she was saying the same thing. Like, I just don't understand these men. The first thing they lead with is sex. I'm talking to them or I'm texting them, and the first thing they want to do is send me a pic. Right? So I'm not saying that it's only men. But, of course, I'm a woman, so I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, and I spoke to a bunch of women. What else is it? What we doing? What we doing? Hey, DeMarc. Hey. So, that's what we're getting out here right now. Is, text for a couple of minutes, and then pics. Or they'll say something like, I sure wish that I could come in and they'll say some vulgarities, okay? I wish I could come and eat you. I wish I could taste you. Stuff like that. Like, what? I don't even know your name. I know what I see on this app, or I know what I see on this text, or whatever. I mean, is that your government? That's what we call it. Is that your government name? Like, come on. If that's what you're gonna lead with, women. If you're leading with sex, that's what they're going to treat you. They're going to treat you like a whore. Men, if you're leading with sex, if that's what the woman wants, then that's what it's going to be. Okay? If that's all you have to offer, then put that out there. Don't waste nobody's time. Alright? Because for me, you're going to have to be able to do a little bit. I'm an intellect. I like to talk. I like to communicate. I like to play games. I have a card game that asks questions and stuff like that, and we can laugh, and I can get your thought process and stuff like that. One of my clients, we was talking, and I was fussing because I was like, you did what? Okay, you went out to eat and you ate this. Okay? And I'm sitting there and I'm just listening. And I'm waiting for the rest. And they never told me the rest. So I finished it. And I said, you had this to eat. You had this to drink. And they were like, yeah. I was like, so you weren't going to tell me that? Well, I mean, I was. And then I went, Wookie came out, right? And I said, that lets me know about your character. Because you ain't lying to me. You lying to you. That's terrible. To lie to yourself. You can lie to other people. You can't lie to you. You with you all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be some type of somebody to sit there and lie to yourself. And believe it or not, it's some people that lie to themselves and they believe it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what she said. She said, I just jumped on for a minute. I have hair duty, but I love your whole setup. You look so pretty and rocking the white. Great topic. Go you. Thanks, Jessica. I appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure y'all share this. Share this. And I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know if this internet is acting crazy. I normally have more people on there, but it is what it is. Y'all make sure y'all share it. Okay? So, anyways, do you bring more than sex to the table? If sex is all you have to offer, then you don't have much to offer. Because at some point, that's going to get old. At some point. Okay? Because people hate Charles. People have to be interesting. Okay? They have to be interested in you and what you have going on. If all you have and the only time they need to see you is when we're going to have sex, they're going to have you and somebody else because that's all you have to offer. My sister and I was looking at this, we was looking at this, I want to say TikTok. Anyway, and the girl was saying she realized that all she had to offer is sex. All she had to offer is sex. And I sat there and I listened to her. And I was like, I mean, yeah, that's all she got to offer. Because her whole frustration was she's had 5 kids, I think it was. She had 5 kids by different baby daddies and stuff like that. She said, so I know I can have some kids. That ain't the problem, right? But she was like, and I know I can cook or whatever. But the issue is she's so angry and she's so frustrated because of her past relationships, right? Because these men have left her with these children or whatever. Thank you, Charles. Come on in and listen. Share it. Okay? Because these different men have left her with these children. So she's angry. Okay? She's upset. So all she has to offer is sex. At least that's what she felt at the time. She has to get to know herself. And what I tell women all the time, you need to get out and do things by yourself. One of my clients told me she was so excited. We trained yesterday. And she said she was so excited. She went to a concert by herself. She said, I've never done that before. I said, and you need to get to doing other stuff by yourself. You need to go to dinner. She said, now that part is really kind of shaky to me. You need to go to dinner by yourself. You need to do a lot of things by yourself, because when that man comes into your life and you guys begin to have conversation and he asks you, what are things that you like? What are things that you don't like? I don't know. I mean, what do you like to do? You know? I mean, I like the jet ski. Well, no, I really don't want to get my hair wet. Well, what do you like to do? Well, I don't know. I like to, I don't know. You ask me what I like to do, because I have gone out and I've done things. I like to go to dinner. I like to go to movies. I like to, I like to play in the water, right? So I like to swim and stuff like that. But I like to skydive, and I like to ride motorcycles and roller skate and shoot guns, and I like to ride horses. I like to do stuff, okay? I don't mind doing whatever. I can go out in the field. I used to be in the army. I can go out in the field. We can go and have a picnic. We can sit and talk by the lake. Like, I can do a little bit of everything, right? But there are times too, sir, when I like to sit and I like to be quiet. I like to read books. I like to write in my journal and stuff like that. I like to look at, you can't take, well, what do you like to do on a first date? I would like to go to the park, and or go to a coffee shop and sit and just talk or whatever. Well, I'm going to pick you up or whatever. No, you're not going to pick me up on a first date, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. If things don't work out, then things don't work out. So I'll be ready to go, right? Well, we're going to go on a first date to the movies. No, that's not a good first date for me, because you can't get to know a person sitting in the movies, and you're not going to have a conversation with me while we're sitting in the movies. I want to see what the movie is about. Well, can we go to the movies and then talk after the movies? What are we going to talk about, the movie? I want to know about you. That's what I want to know about. Because this is the thing, guys. At this particular juncture in life for me, I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to sit there and play with nobody. None of that. I don't. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I want, and I can tell you that. And I'm very, very serious about that. I've had people to come in and they try to do little stuff and they try to shake and move and they try to get me off my, get me off my square. That ain't gonna happen. It's not. It would have happened when I was in my 20s. Well, you know what I'm saying? Early on in my 20s, being that I'm only 27. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have a 20-year anniversary for my 27th birthday. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, but early on, they would have got me off my square, right? But they can't get me off my square now. You just can't, because I know what I want. I know my value. I know what I bring to the table. And it's not just sex. But let me finish telling you, this girl, she was talking about how she was so angry and how she was so upset because she had lived this life and these different experiences or whatever the case may be, right? But you can't be mad at anyone but yourself, because you allowed people to come into your experience and change the trajectory of your life, to change the way that you were on path to go for your life. You know, it's an amazing thing that you have children, because you leave your legacy and all of that, right? You have somebody to take care of you when you get old or whatever, right? That's what the older people tell us right now, right? But other than that, you still could keep moving with children. You can still keep learning things and traveling the world and seeing people and all of that, even with children. You can do all of that. But some people feel like, oh, when I have kids, everything stops, and that's what, just want to say, and everything stops or whatever, and this is where we are. No, it doesn't. You can take your children with you and travel around the world and stuff like that and give them different experiences so that they don't make the same mistakes. What do you bring to the table? As a woman, okay, is the only thing that I can be domestic, right? I can clean the house. I can cook. I can rear the children. I can teach homework and take the kids to school and drop them off at school and take them to soccer practice and all of this different stuff. Those sound like a bunch of chores to me. Okay, that sounds like a lot of chores. Me and my partner can work together to do some things to raise this family, right? But what do I bring to the table? She was upset. She was saying, I can cook or whatever. But if she cooks and the man comes and put his feet under the table and eat, she's going to be upset because he didn't bring anything. And guys, that makes sense, because a man, from the way that a lot of us women were taught, a man's job, number 1 and 2, is to be a protector and a provider. Okay? So, if this is something that the woman is looking for, and the man comes off like he got all this and he's a millionaire and all of that, right? But he doesn't provide anything. He doesn't give you anything. And you hear him talking to his boys about how he's messing with these different women and he's trying to hit for free. Like, it does mess with your psyche. It does make you feel like, I don't want to do this. It came to a point at one point that I said, I don't want to date. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be out here. I don't want to do none of this. But I'm going to tell you this. That same wall that I put up to keep people, to keep myself in, it kept people out. I stayed in the house all the time. And let me tell you, don't but 3 men come to your house. 3. The yard man, the trash man, and the mailman. They go to everybody's house. I've said that once before. So you got to get out of your 4 walls if you want to see somebody. Now, you don't have to let people, you don't have to lead with sex. If you lead with sex, then that's how they're going to treat you. Now, don't get me wrong. It's people out here that will sit and just continue to say, try to push up on you, try to have sex and this and that. You have to know what it is that you want, and you have to know your worth. Don't let nobody put a price tag on you, because more than likely they're going to discount you. All right? Don't let nobody put a price tag on you. Know your worth, and you say no. And you move on. If a person is not giving you what it is that you want, why continue to sit there and waste your time with them? I had someone that calls me all the time, and they kept saying the same thing. And I'm like, this is what I want. I desire to be in a relationship. A relationship where I can show people. Not where I'm trying to show off. Hey, Lorenzo, not where I'm trying to show off, but a relationship where I'm not in the house, where I'm in four walls. Hey, Paco, man. And they were still like, oh, I just want to Netflix and chill. You ain't Netflix and chilling over here. You know? Ain't nobody Netflix and chilling over here but me. This is why I pay bills. They ain't my Netflix. How about that? But for real though, for real. I pay bills over here. And ain't nobody Netflix and chilling over here. I was telling my sister, I was like, I'm not even entertaining men in my space. She was like, what do you mean? I said, I'm not entertaining men in my space because that's my space. If a man wants to entertain me, we're going to go out. And for me, first dates for me are different. I don't ask for people to pay for my first dates. I don't. Because I don't want you to feel like I owe you something. Because I don't. I'm not going to owe you anything. Back in the day, me and one of my guy friends was talking about this. Back in the day, if someone asked you out, then it was understood that they would pay. And so today, some people feel like that, and that's the reason why some guys don't ask you out. For me, I'm not like that. We ain't going on no fancy $200, $500 dinner date anyway on the first date. Again, I said we can go to the park, we can meet for coffee, we can somewhere where we can talk, we can get to know each other. I'm gonna pay for my own stuff. That's just me. The second date, I still might pay for my own stuff. Cause you might not hear from me no more. I mean, it just depends on if you're somebody I'm interested in or not. After that, then yeah, it's up to you. And still, depending on where we are in the relationship, I still might, depending on where we are in this dating stage, I still might pay half of it. Because if I don't want to deal with you, I don't want to deal with you. I mean, and the same for me. If you don't want to deal with me, you don't want to deal with me. I went out to eat with somebody, and when the check came, they looked at me. I looked at them, I started laughing. I said, ma'am, could you split this, please? Really? You asked me out. And we have been, having conversation for a little bit. So, what do you bring to the table? In this particular culture, all it is about sex. Everything is about sex. All the songs are about sex. Everything is about sex and drugs. Sex, drugs, money. They want to be with an entertainer, somebody that plays sports, something like that. That's it. It's nothing else. Nothing else. Really? It's more to life than sex, I promise you. And if you get with somebody that you care about, that's interesting, sex will be a whole lot better. And some people won't even call it sex. Some people call it making love, and it's other different things that you. Me and one of my guy friends were talking, and we was talking about how nowadays women get upset if it's a quickie, right? And I'm just like, but those are necessary too. And so he was like, really? And I said, yes. I said, think about this, because he was saying really, not that it's not necessary, but he was saying really because he was getting it from a female. Like, what? Because mostly females get upset. Quickies are necessary too. And this is the way I explained this to him. Think about if we are, if we're married, right, and we're doing life together, and we jump up in the morning, and I'm, throwing you toast and stuff, and I'm over here making some coffee and this and that, and we're trying to get out of the house, right? And men have to release. They have to, ladies, they have to. You're going to give it to them, they're going to go somewhere else, okay? So I'm just being 100% honest with you. So you done threw them some toast, you done threw him some eggs, right? And y'all moving around, y'all trying to get out the house, right? And he's, come over there and he kissing on you and stuff like that, you, babe, go on. I gotta go. Really? And so you go ahead and you take care of that real quick. It's going to be about 2-3 minutes, okay? And you clean up, get them cleaned up, get them out the door. You clean up and you get out the door, okay? So what he was saying was, but what if that happens all the time? And I said, that's not good. That's not good. Then she needs to have a conversation and say, hey, I'm not good with that. You know, I don't have a problem with making sure that you're taken care of because that's what I'm supposed to do. But you need to take care of me too. I need a little bit more affection. I need a little bit more touch time. I need a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Lorenzo said, it should be about having each other's back. No one should base their relationship of someone else's. Okay, it went away. No one should base their relationship of someone else's. Build a foundation together and learn each other's language. Communication and compromising is the key. True. And again, I always say that the only time you have a problem is when somebody goes away from the agreement. Whatever you guys agree on, that's what you need to do. If one person is still trugging along in the vein that we said that we was going on, and somebody else done veered off, then this person is gonna be upset. They are. Okay? So yes, compromise is important. However, you have people nowadays that don't want to compromise. They would rather just leave you alone and go somewhere else and do something else. That's not always good. You're gonna have the same issue over there. Because if she's a woman, there are certain things that women require. Girls and immature, females, they're different from women. They're different. And I'm not saying that that's good, bad, and I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, but it's just different. A woman ain't gonna sit here and nag you about every single thing. She's not. Women are very independent. They do the things that they have to do. They communicate. They're doing things to make their family work and stuff like that, right? However, they will communicate their needs. They will tell you what it is that they want. They will tell you what it is that they like or that they don't like. Women will communicate that. Some girls, some immature females, they get an attitude. They get mad. They don't want to talk. They ain't answering the phone. They hang up in your face. All of that because they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to communicate what they want, or they have not been accepted for what they wanted. So they tend to shy away, shut down, hang up, all of this old immature mess or whatever. A woman, she's gonna stand firm on what it is that because she knows herself. She knows what she needs in order to remain effective for you. So she's going to communicate that. Now, it's up to you to do it. Again, a woman is different. She ain't going to sit there and nag you about it either. She's going to say, hey, Damon. She's going to say what it is that she needs to say, and she's going to move on. Understand this. An independent woman don't need you. An independent woman wants you. There's a difference. So when somebody wants you, they're going to work at it. They're going to make things a little bit, you know what I'm saying? They're going to move a little bit different. When somebody needs you, they running behind you. They need you to do this. They need you to do that. And they get mad at you when you don't do it. No. When you're dealing with a woman, things are a little bit different. Your stress level is a little bit low. When you dealing with a woman, ain't no woman finna be calling you, acting all crazy, doing all. She's gonna say what she say. She's gonna mean what she say, and she's gonna walk on. Let your yay be yay, and your nay be nay. Now it's up to you to keep her. That's up to you. And if the only thing you as a man have to bring to the table is sex, that's gonna be a problem. If you as a woman, the only thing you have to bring to the table is sex, that's a problem. My question earlier was, if you went to the doctor, like now, cancer is prevalent, right? So cancer is prevalent, For a man, he has prostate cancer or whatever, right? If you go to the doctor and the doctor says that you're not able to have sex, what would you do? What is the next evolution in your relationship? And I really, really would like for you guys to answer that. What's the next evolution in your relationship? And I'm going to give you guys a minute to answer it. I think I skipped over somebody's comment. Charles said this generation is more visual. I mean, Charles, I agree with you, but I don't think it's no different this generation than any other generation. Men like what they like. Men like, if they see something they like, men are visual. Men are visual creatures. They like what they like. It has to be something that they see that they like. Women get upset when they say, the only thing he just looks at me like, well, get used to it, because that's how men are made. They have to see certain things, and if it's something that they like, then they like that. Nowadays, women are like that too. I'm a little bit shallow. I don't want anybody that I can't, I don't want nobody that I'm going to turn around and look at and I'm going to take off run. I don't. That's just me. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So he may look good to me, and he may look like a booger wolf to you. He might look good to me though. That's just me. Lorenzo said toys and finding other ways to pleasure her. Okay. Thank you, Lorenzo, for answering. I want some more people to answer. If you go to the doctor and the doctor says you cannot have sex right now, what would you do? What other things could you do? Lorenzo said toys and finding other ways to pleasure her. What would you do? I want you guys to answer, please. And thank you. If you go to the doctor and the doctor says you cannot have sex, male or female, what would you do? So while you guys put that in, DeMarc says communication becomes important immediately. Communication becomes important immediately. We would have to take a much deeper journey to find out what stimulates her mentally and physically. That's an intellectual Gemini answer. I love you, DeMarc. Okay. Other guys, you guys answer. Answer, please. And while you answer, thank you, DeMarc. So DeMarc and Lorenzo so far have been the only two to answer. So while you guys put that in there, I had a girlfriend, and I asked her the same question. And she went off on this rant and this tangent, and she was all over the place. And I was like, girl, what would you do if they said that you couldn't have sex or whatever? And she was like, well, I mean, I would just have to, use my mouth and this and that. I was like, oh, okay. Anybody else? I love you too, DeMarc. So she was like, I would just use my mouth and this and that. But this is the thing. People that deal with cancer, they deal with it on a different level. There's a stage 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Depending on what stage you're in. Things could be really, really bad. You may not even be able to get up and walk on certain days, okay? You might not be able to go to the restroom by yourself. You might use the restroom on yourself. Is your mate going to be there to help you through that? Or is he going to expect for you while you sitting there, crapping on yourself to be giving him some head? I mean, what is it? So Charles said oral sex is an option along with mental stimulation. All right. So 3 of you guys have answered. I'm going to say that's really funny. 2 of you went for a sexual avenue. And the girlfriend that I was talking to, she went sexual too. I just said that the doctor said that you couldn't have sex, right? So DeMarc, that's why I said that was an intellectual Gemini answer, right? You're going to have to figure something else out. You can't have sex. That's why I even gave the example and said she is weak. She's crapping on herself and everything. So you expect for her to sit here and give you some head while she's sick. Like she can't even hold her own bowels. Really? So are you really that selfish to where you can't look beyond that part and try to help her get through that? You know what? That would make her love you and respect you even more, to say that he stayed with me through this. He took care of me. He walked me through this. He walked me to the bathroom. He changed me. He bathed me. You know, like, come on. But nobody wants to do the work anymore. It's all about self-gratification. That's it. I need it immediately too. Immediate self-gratification. That's what I need. She over here crapping on herself. But she dying. God forbid if she have to get chemo or he. You know, I don't want to just say it's him. Because there are women that leave their husbands when their husbands get sick. I know someone whose husband got diabetes or whatever, and he ended up going blind. She put him in a home or whatever, and she hit the streets. And when the man died, she started feeling bad and started saying stuff or whatever. It's no need to feel bad. You did what you wanted to do. And if that's what you wanted to do, and that's fine. But you agreed for better, for worse, in sickness and health, for richer, for poor. You agreed on that before God and witnesses. Okay? I'm just saying. So, let's see. Charles said, I didn't understand the question. Yeah, you did. You did understand the question. And most people go that route. You know what I'm saying? If the doctor says that you can't have sex, then what would you do? Because most people are thinking from a physical, sexual perspective. You know, you're not the only one. So don't feel bad about it. Just at this particular point where we've opened up the understanding, think about it differently. You know, don't just be so, you know, not just you, just everybody that was thinking in that manner. Think about it more openly. Have a little bit more compassion for what the other partner is going through. You know, you can't sit here and expect for your man to give you oral sex, and he has prostate cancer. He has prostate cancer. So if he becomes erect, okay, he's gonna hurt. His prostate is gonna hurt. And most men get that feeling when they are having oral sex with you. Okay? So they're tasting you, they're getting aroused, and they're getting in the mode, and they're ready to go. He's gonna be in pain. But then you'll say, well, I mean, I gotta get my needs met somewhere. You are not made like a man. You are not. It's not mandatory that you release ever so often. And that's up to you. I've said it before. It's up to you to know your man's sex cycle. It's not mandatory for you to do that. You weren't created like that. Then you can't sit here and say that. Because if that's the case, then we would not have periods to where we go some 3 to 5 days, some 7. Okay? So that means that was supposed to be a time of cleansing. And you're not supposed to have sex during that time. People still do now. Okay? So we wouldn't have been created like that. We wouldn't have been created to where we hold babies for 9, some 10 months. Okay? So we're not created like men. So you need to not know what this person is. You need to know who this person is. All men are the same in what they are. All men have nature, right? All women have certain features about us as women. That's what we are. Who we are is our character. That's what I'm saying. What do you bring to the table other than sex? Your character. The way that you think about things. if he get out here and he get hot-headed and he get upset, are you thinking about, oh, I got his back and we're about to ride and this and that? Or are you thinking about, no, I'm not about to let my man, another black man, go to jail or whatever. No, I'm not about to let the police come over here and he take a chance on getting killed or whatever. And now my family is without a male covering. What is your thought process? We have to think beyond what's between our legs. That's what I'm saying. Hey Jay, Avery said, make it more about her than my illness. Intimacy is more than just physical. Spend more time doing bucket list things. That's a good idea. You can do bucket list things. But if me and you have never had the conversation on what's on your bucket list, then how we gonna know? How we gonna know? Because we don't communicate. We don't talk. You know, I'm supposed to read your mind. You're supposed to read my mind. If you don't get out and open the door, I'm going to get mad. If you don't pump the gas, then I'm going to get mad. If I don't cook, then you going to be mad. It's all this crazy stuff. Let me tell you something. If I want to cook for you, I cook for you. If you are not my husband, if you are not my man, if that is not something that we have agreed upon, that ain't something I got to do. I don't have to cook for you. Like, how was you eating before I came along? You see what I'm saying? And if that's not something that you guys agree, you need to be able to communicate. If I pull up to the gas station and you sitting in the car, if you get out, I'm going to look at that like, he done been trying somewhere. Somebody done taught him something. If I pull up to the gas station and you recline your seat a little bit more, I'm not going to just jump out and pump the gas. I'm going to say something. Are you going to pump the gas? I'm going to give you the opportunity. I'm not going to just assume, oh, he's going to pump the gas, or because he reclines his seat, oh, he's not going to pump the gas. No, I'm going to give you an opportunity. So are you getting out to pump the gas? If you say, oh, no, I thought you had it or whatever, I'm going to politely ask you to get out. So, I mean, I'm just a different breed. I just don't do all of that silly stuff. I don't have time for games. I mean, I don't. I've been through too much. Damon said, this is so needed, Butterfly. The world is so selfish. Selfish, Damon. Me and Avery was just talking about that earlier. People are selfish. And everybody want everything so fast. And they want... If you do this or whatever, then I feel like you're taking from me. If I say this, listen, we need to communicate and we need to have an agreement. And I think now people are afraid to show their heart because they have been hurt so much. Somebody has stepped on it or whatever. Hey, Grace, somebody has stepped on them or hurt them or whatever the case may be. And I think people are afraid to show their heart. But the problem is, if you do not ever tell someone what it is that you want, you may not ever get it. A closed mouth don't get fed. You can't put no food in a closed mouth. You just can't. You need to say what it is that you want. And the crazy part is, a lot of people nowadays don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They want to sit out here. They get up every day and they just operate in the life that the cards have dealt them. You know what I'm saying? No. You can be intentional about your day. You don't have to work at that job. You can work somewhere that you like. You don't. And I was talking to my aunt and my cousins and all of them, and I was like, I am so blessed. I'm blessed to do the things that I love to do. I love to, like I'm doing right now, I love to speak to you guys. I love to work out. I'm a trainer, right? I am certified, degreed in everything in human resources, which allows me to do both. It allows me to create health and wellness programs. It allows me to stand up and speak before people. It allows me to do presentations and all of this, bring on new people, tell them about the company and stuff like that. Like, I am blessed to do everything that I love to do. But all of it was intentional. You have to step into it. I contacted the people in order to be certified in HR. I contacted the school in order to get my master's in HR. I contacted the organization in order to get certified as a personal trainer. I contacted the people in order to be certified as a transformational coach. I did all of that. You walk into that. If these are the things that you desire to do, be intentional about it. Don't just get up every day all willy-nilly and think that everything's going to be okay, because it's not. Either you're going to make a decision to live the best life that you're living, or somebody else is going to make a decision for you to live, for them to live the best life, and you're going to create that life for them. So yes, people are absolutely selfish nowadays. Hey, Reginald, Kimberly. Hey, Kevin and Bunny. Hey, Walter. People are just selfish. Like you said, we said just a minute ago, instant gratification. That's a syndrome? Instant gratification syndrome? I did not know it was a syndrome. Oh my goodness. But guys, seriously, what do we bring to the table other than sex? You have to think outside the box. Nowadays, if you are in this particular culture and you're trying to date out here or whatever, they will make you feel like, male or female, that is all you have to offer. And that is a lie. That is an absolute lie. Yes, you can come, you can cook and all of that. But I'm going to be mad if you don't bring nothing to the table. If you sit here and you just eat, I can sit here, yes, what Kevin Samuel say, that the woman needs to be able to produce a child and this and that, and as you get older, then that becomes a problem and all of this. Baby, let me tell you something. You do what God say do. Okay? There have been women having babies in 50s and 60s, and multiple babies. So come on now. But if you having babies and the father is running off, leaving you or whatever, you need to reassess what it is that you are calling into your experience. You don't want those type of men. You don't want those type of women that'll sit here. I have a family member that sat here and had a baby and left my cousin. Here go your baby, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, what? So it happens to men as well as women. But you need to reassess what's going on, and you need to do something different. You can't do the same thing you always got and think you're going to get something different. That's called insanity. If you want to get something that you never got, you got to do something you never done. And now I know y'all done heard it before. I just said it a little more country. Okay? You got to do something different. Do something different. It's nothing wrong with changing your mind. If you lead with sex and all you get is somebody who wants to come into you and dump and go, then you need to change it. Okay? You need to rid yourself of, you need to do a spiritual cleanse, and you need to cleanse yourself from all of those different spirits, all of those different men or different women. Okay? And rid yourself of it. It's nothing wrong with doing a detox, a spiritual detox, a personal detox, a friend detox, a financial detox, a TV detox. It's nothing wrong with doing a detox. Get that mess out of your life and start over. It's never too late to start over. Again, if all you're feeling like you have to bring to the table is sex, and you want to do something different, change it. You can change your mind at any time. It's nothing. In business, we say pivot. It's nothing wrong with pivoting. Change. Transformation. I'm your girl. If you need any assistance as a transformation coach, that's what I'm here. I'm here to help with healthy relationships. I like healthy relationships. And people cannot be in healthy relationships if they are not healed. Does it make sense? Make it make sense. You can't. You just can't. Let me see what he said. All right. Avery said, wait a minute. Michael Johnson, he said, say that. Michael Johnson said, Lenora, this Keon, you not gonna shout me out. Hey, Keon. Hey, Michael Johnson. Keon, what's up? Hey, brother. Avery said, People don't have meaningful conversations anymore. Nowadays, we want to be so private about things. We're not open to sharing our feelings with one another. Hey, Beasley. And we may not be open to sharing our feelings with one another because anytime that we have shown our feelings to one another in the past, we've gotten hurt. So people are living off of past experiences because they are not healed. Again, you need to reach out. If you want some assistance, you need to be healed. And there's steps to it. Healing sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it takes a short time. It's all up to you. The crazy part is, and I said this in the last chat that I had with Kitty. The crazy part is you didn't even have to go through that as long as you went through it. You went through it as long as you went through it because you wanted to. You weren't ready to let go. You weren't ready to heal. Hey, Chastity. I totally agree. You own one today, sister. Hey, Chastity. Thank you. You weren't ready to heal. It's totally up to you. It can take a long time. It can take a short time. You know? Think about the people that wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. They was only supposed to be there for 40 days. They were there for 40 years. Because they weren't ready to do the work. Murmuring and complaining and all of that. Like, come on now. You want a short time, a long time. Let me tell you something. I was in a relationship with my first love. Loved him. Didn't think I would ever love anybody else. Oh my God, that was my heart. I loved him so very much. Oh my God. I could not let him go. One day, he came and he did something really, really crazy. He came to the house where my grandmother was, and he was supposed to be picking me up, right? Charles says, this is good stuff. Thanks. Thank you, Charles. Y'all make sure y'all share it. Share it. Please share it. He came and he was supposed to be picking me up. He came over and he said that we're not going out. I was like, okay, what's up? Or whatever. Oh, I'm about to go out with somebody else. I had to read. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Did we break up? Are we still together? Like, you know, he was like, no, I don't want to be together no more. I want to break. So you want to break up with me right now? We were supposed to be going out. Like, so I'm upset. I'm so upset. I started crying. Again, guys, this was my first love, okay? First love. I started crying. So my grandmama was like, what's going on? So we're telling my grandmama, and I'm talking fast. You know, at that time, I was younger, okay? And so women, we can really get in there. We can really start talking. So she was like, hold on. You go in there. Let me talk to him right quick. So she talked to him or whatever. Shut the door. She talked to him. He came back out. He said, he gave me a hug. He said, I'm going to call you a little bit later. Like, man, I was wrong for that. You know, this and that. Let me go get myself together. He left. He called me back on the phone and said that we was broke up. I said, I don't understand. So now I'm on the phone and I'm yelling and I'm crying and this and that. My grandmama came in there to that room and she said, hang up the phone. Hang up. I was like, all right, don't tell him bye, hang up. So I hung up. She said, don't you ever let me hear you sitting here explaining to a man or whatever because he said he didn't want to be with you. She said, do you know how great you are? She was like, get your ass up. I got up like, whoa. She was like, look in that mirror. So I'm looking in the mirror, tears running down my face. She was like, do you think more of yourself than this? You gonna sit here and cry over somebody because they said they don't want you? You think it ain't nobody else out there that wants you? I was like, but I love him. She was like, and it'll be somebody else that'll love you. Get your ass together. I miss my granny to this day. You hear me? Because I think that some of the other stuff that I went through, I wouldn't have went through that mess. Because I would have came and told her what was going on, and she would have told me to get my ass together, and I would have got it in the gear. You see what I'm saying? Baby, if I tell you after that, he tried to come back, still tries to come back. Baby, no. Do you see how great I am? I done got my ass together, sir. You ain't gonna be able to do it. I can't be with you. No. Baby, let me tell you something. You have to know your own worth, your own value. Because if you don't know your own value, like I stated a minute ago, people will put a value on you, and 9 times out of 10, they will discount you. They will discount you. Understand this. The stuff that's on sale is normally in the back of the store, and it's all gathered together. You have to go through it like trash. Stuff that's not on sale and it's valuable, it's laid out, it's separated, all pretty. You can go through it and look through it. Let me tell you something. You're not for everybody. And if, again, you are leading with sex and you know that something is not right, change that. Change it. You can change your mind at any time. And don't let a person make you feel guilty because you decided to change your mind and you're no longer playing their game. You figured it out and now they want to play the victim. Let them be the victim by themselves. You keep moving. What you say, Michael? Or Keon? Okay. So she said, Charles said, this is some good stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. Y'all make sure y'all share this, please. Chastity said, y'all share this post. All of us need to be healed. Thank you, Chastity. Everybody share the post. You can share it right now. Just hit share. Baron Scott. Hey, Baron. How are you? Michael said, hey, friend. Get your ass together, friend. Yeah. She did. She got me right on in the gear. And she said, this is Chris. I can't stand you. Why did I know that? Uncle Mike said, just be ready for Vegas. Facts. I'm ready for Vegas. Look, tell me when. It's time to go. It's time to go. All right, guys. Seriously, I am your girl, Nori. Welcome to Nori Unscripted. Thank you guys for rocking with me tonight. I truly appreciate you guys. Make sure you share this. Everybody does need to be healed. All of us have something that we're dealing with. I have been going to counseling since I was 12. Okay, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Counselors do not tell you what to do. Coaches do not tell you what to do. Life coaches do not tell you what to do. And I'm able to tell you those things because I am a life coach. I am a certified transformation coach. I'm a certified personal trainer. We do not tell people what to do. Okay, we give you the information and we help you walk through it. The answer is inside of you. Okay. You keep talking and you keep working through it, and that light bulb is going to come on. You're going to have that aha moment. You're going to be like, wait a minute, hold on. And things are going to be different. You're going to make a different decision. You're going to start operating in that different person and going down that different vein. And then your life will change. But until then, until you make that change, until you make that pivot, until you have that change in your mindset, things are going to be the same. And you're just going to move from person to person doing the same thing. So you need to get some assistance. Whether you contact me, you can hit me up on Nori Unscripted. Whether you contact me, whether you contact anybody, baby, there are a number of counselors and coaches out there. You know, we can help. Make sure you get someone that's good for you, though. Because you have people that'll tell you what you want to hear. I'm not that coach. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not. I'm here to help you, to move you further in your life. That's what I'm here to do. You need some assistance. I'm going to help you. I'm going to push you past your comfort zone. Yes, I might push you off the porch. You know, that's how birds learn to fly. They push them out the nest and they learn how to fly. Okay? I have wings. I have to grow out of that cocoon. I'm a butterfly, baby. That's how I do. Transformation is what I do. If you need some assistance, let me know. We all do need to be healed. If you are leading with sex, you wasting your time. I'm just going to put it like that, male or female. A woman is only going to deal with a man for so long who has nothing to offer but sex. Because she has bills to pay. She needs water in order to wash her cooch. Okay? She needs soap. She need laundry detergent to wash her clothes. All right? She need food. I mean, come on now. She's only going to deal with you for so long. Men, if a woman is all she leading with sex, he's only going to deal with you for so long. And he's going to be dealing with you because you're giving him what he wants at that time. And he's going to be communicating and entertaining someone else to try to build something with. Again, I kick it with guys all the time. And guys talk to me because I'm not judgmental. I sit there, I let them talk. I let them say what they want to say. Hey, B. Hey, Bree. Counseling is dope. Everyone needs it. Right, Damon? Right. Avery said, great show. Thank you. Hey, Winnell. Yes. Walter, I got food. Awesome eats. You are so funny. Oh, my God, Walter. Anyways, so, guys, again, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I've been on here now an hour and a half. At the beginning, I believe that we were having some communication issues, some trouble with communicating. And the internet was acting crazy. So, guys, please share this. Please share it. I don't want people to be like, oh, she said she was coming on at 7. I was here. So please share it. I bring a lot more than sex to the table because I ain't got no sex to give. Hey, Shamika, well, what you got to give? What you got to give, Brienne? What you got to give? If you bring more than sex to the table, then what you got to give? I'm going to tell you like this. I am the table. I am the table. I'll spread the table. So, you guys go back and listen to this if you got in here late because I did post the question. If you were sick and the doctor said that you could not have sex, what else would you do? And I had people that said that they would, have oral sex. I had people that said that you would have to, find other things to do and this and that from a sexual nature, right? And then DeMarc, he came on and was like, hey, you're going to have to dig a little deeper. It's going to have to get, a little bit more mental or whatever than sexual. You're going to have to figure it out. And so you're going to have those conversations. And that was something that Avery talked about too. Communication is key. And that goes back to Chastity and Damon that was saying that we all need to be healed and we have counseling, counselors and coaches that are here to help you. We all have some experiences that we dealt with and that were less than perfect, right, in our lives. And so we need to make sure that we dibble and dabble in that so that we can be healed. I was waiting for Brianna to write back, but I know that she's not. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I am your girl, Nori. Nori Unscripted is live and local, all right? If you guys have topics that you want to talk about, shoot them to me. Send them to me in Messenger. If you want to come on the show and you want to talk about something, hey, let me know. I'm down. Communication is what I do. I don't have a problem with communicating back and forth. I don't have a problem with posing questions to get you to think differently. So just let me know. Who was that? Oh, Baron, he came back on. All right, guys. Father, we thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be able to communicate and talk to one another and help one another and give information to one another, Lord God. We thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing in us and through us. Allow us a peaceful night's rest. In your name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, guys. I'm your girl, Nori. Nori Unscripted. Because life is not scripted. Have a good night. All right. And I have to go over here. Hey, ecosystem builder. He said, I missed it. Go back and look at it. Hey, Laylove. ABC D. Efrey. Hey, Efrey. Hey, Gleam Remy. So, y'all, I'm over here on Instagram. It was quite a few people over here. But the tablet over there that I was typing on, it was from Facebook. So I was able to not typing on that I was looking at the comments on was on Facebook. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Okay, how do I end it?